Few cities on Earth possess the electric energy, cultural depth, and sheer business dynamic of Hong Kong. It's dubbed the City of Dreams for this reason. The special administrative region of China is a captivating paradox, a place where futuristic skyscraper-studded skyline coexists effortlessly with ancient temples and also traditional markets. It is a city that has been constantly evolving, embracing change while gripping tightly to its unique cultural roots. For the over 700,000 expats who call it home, Hong Kong is more than just a place to live. It's a global hub of opportunity, adventure, and contrasts. Whether you're drawn by the promise of career growth, the allure of low taxation, or the simple desire of an exciting, multicultural life, Hong Kong delivers on its reputation as it's one of the world's most significant financial and cultural centers. It is a melting pot of cultures and history. Hong Kong's unique identity stems from its history, particularly its period under the British control and the subsequent handover to China in 1997, which established the one country, two systems principle there. This principle allows Hong Kong to maintain its own economic and political systems, creating a fascinating blend of both East and Western influences, hence the melting pot. You'll see this duality everywhere. From the architecture, colonial era buildings stand proud amidst gleaming modern towers. The cuisine, of course. World-class international dining sits alongside street stalls serving legendary and affordable dim sum and delicious bamboo noodles. The food scene is a true cultural expression rooted in the city's multicultural nature. The language, of course, as well. While Cantonese is the most widely spoken language there, English remains an official language and is widely used in the business environment, in government and education, making integration relatively smooth for most English-speaking expats. There are of course iconic landmarks like Victoria Peak, the Star Ferry, and the massive Tian Buddha on Lantau Island, which all tell the story of Hong Kong's journey from a strategic trading outpost to a modern metropolis promising stunning views, rich cultural experience for everybody there. And of course now I guess the most important part, the low tax lure of an Asian tiger. Hong Kong earned its title as one of the 4 Asian tigers through its thriving economy, which is characterized by free trade, minimal government interference, and of course a low tax regime. This financial magnetism is the primary draw for successful entrepreneurs and of course global citizens and investors. The city's tax system is relatively straightforward and of course appealing, especially for those whose income is sourced outside of Hong Kong, because it has a territorial taxation principle in its tax system. Hong Kong operates on a territorial basis, which means that only income that arises in or is derived from Hong Kong is subject to tax. Income earned outside of Hong Kong is generally not taxable, regardless of your residency status. This of course is a massive benefit for expats working with overseas clients or for companies with non-Hong Kong sources of revenue. So here are some key facts for the individuals and businesses when it comes to taxes. Hong Kong levies 3 separate income taxes rather than a unified system. The first one being the Salaries Tax, which is levied on employment income sourced in Hong Kong. It applies progressive rates ranging from about 2% to a maximum of about 17% on chargeable income, or a standard of 15%, or a new 2-tier standard rate of 15 and 16% on income over 5 million Hong Kong dollars, whichever is lower. There are general personal allowances, such as the basic allowance of 132,000 Hong Kong dollars to further reduce the tax burden. The second one is the profit tax applied to non-corporate businesses, so like self-employment, sole proprietorships, and on corporations on profits arising in Hong Kong. Corporations enjoy a 2-tiered rate, 8.25% on the first 2 Hong Kong dollar million of profits and 16.5 on the remainder. Unincorporated businesses follow a similar structure with rates of 7.5 and 15%. The third is the property tax, which is a flat rate of 15% on the net assessable value of rental income for non-corporate landowners. The good news for investors is, of course, there is no capital gains tax. That wasn't in the top 3 list. There is also no tax on incoming dividends, and there is also no value-added tax, VAT, or sales tax. There are also no inheritance or estate taxes. These were abolished in 2006. For entrepreneurs who incorporate in Hong Kong but conduct all of their business offshore, it is possible to apply for an offshore profit tax claim and achieve a 0% corporate tax rate, subject to, of course, meeting the requirements from the Inland Revenue Department of Hong Kong. This requires careful planning beforehand, of course, and ensuring no business functions, like for example client meetings or contract signing, occur within the Hong Kong territory. I do also want to mention the high costs of living, of course, and the expat life. While the tax benefits are clear, life in Hong Kong comes with a comparably high price tag in East Asia. The city consistently ranks amongst the most expensive globally, mainly due to the cost of housing there. Accommodation is the biggest expense here, because a limited land supply means, of course, apartments are often small, highly sought after and expensive there, especially in desirable areas like mid-levels or Happy Valley. Many expats live in serviced apartments or housing complexes to manage these costs. So of course there are some other expenses, so dining out, private international school fees for children, and healthcare, of course. Despite its high standard, many still opt for private insurance and healthcare, which also are some significant budget items to take into account. Fortunately, of course, salaries for expats are often adjusted to reflect the high cost of living, with many employers offering benefits like housing allowances to offset the relatively high expenses. So when it comes to residence, permits and stuff like that, obtaining residence in Hong Kong has become more challenging over the years, often requiring either a lucrative job or starting your own company there. However, the relaunch of the Capital Investment Entrant scheme provides a path for high net worth individuals. To be eligible for this, under this program, applicants must demonstrate minimum net assets of 30 million Hong Kong dollars, which is approximately like 4 million US dollars, and commit to specific investment requirements in financial assets and non-residential real estate. After about 7 years, and of course, provided the permanent identity card is approved, investors can apply for a permanent residence card. Hong Kong is a high-octane city where financial freedom and personal adventure collide. It's a blend of high-level business opportunities, incredibly low taxation, and dynamic culture. This makes it a truly unique place to live and work. It does demand careful planning and a commitment to navigate its challenges successfully. And if you have any further questions, always feel free to reach out to me or one of your tax advisors.